Hi guys, welcome to my channel Creating Inner Shangri-La. My name is Pooja and this channel embraces love and compassion. In this channel, we talk about self-development, self-love, understanding your spiritual self better, living a self-aware and a conscious life. Have you been one of those people who have multiple snooze buttons in your phone? Have you also been one of those people who plan to eat healthy that week and end up binging at the end of the week? Because no judgment guys, I have always fallen into that wagon time and again. I was trying to understand myself and know why I was the way I was, and I came across this book called The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. It is an amazing book and it put everything that I was going through at that moment of time into perspective. So today I'm going to talk about the 4 agreements from my level of understanding and perception. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first agreement which he talks about is be impeccable with words. Have you heard the phrase be a man of words? Because I've heard it thousands of times. Being impeccable with your words means saying exactly what you feel at that moment and without gratification or without offending others, but by being authentic to yourself, not saying something just because you want to make someone happy or just to please other people. Whether you fail or lose, you know that it is solely based on your own decision and your opinions, and you're not going to make judgments or blame others for what you have ended up with. Whether you fail or lose, you know that it is solely based on what you had decided and what you felt like at that moment. Being impeccable with your words helps you to get rid of that people-pleasing personality, and when you get rid of that people-pleasing personality, you are able to use that energy to do what you like, to do what you love, and you have immense energy to work around all those things which you're passionate about and which you care about. And not only that, it also helps you enhance your self-love and self-worth, because impeccability is all about what you feel about yourself and how you value yourself. When you value yourself, it makes you more authentic and a person of integrity. That's why it is important. The second agreement is don't take things personally, and this hits hard, right? Because I've always struggled with this. Remember all those days when someone you care about, when someone you love praises you or gives you compliments, it gives you butterflies in your stomach, right? And when that same person or your friends or your family point out on your weaknesses or say hurtful things to you, it scars you for life. It hurts you. You're not able to be in a good relationship with them because they have scarred you for life. So when you take things personally, this is what's going to happen to you. Taking things personally a lot of the time indicates an optimum level of selfishness. You know why? Because you assume that everything that's happening around you is concerned with you, yourself, and nobody else. So this indicates selfishness, because this indicates you're always lost in your own head and in your own world without regarding others' feelings and emotions. Not only that, when you are vulnerable and when you take things personally, it is easier for someone else who is already struggling with their own emotional pain and insecurities to send across their emotional poison to you, you know. So because you acknowledge their opinions and their words more than you acknowledge your own opinions, it is easier for them to send across emotional poison, and it is going to affect you immensely. Taking opinions and taking emotional poison from them puts them in charge. Because you're acknowledging their emotions, and when they are put in charge for your emotions, they will exploit you with what they have to say, and because whatever insecurities they are facing, they will splurge it onto you. On the flip side, when you don't take things personally, you're free from all those toxins because you're not emotionally reliant on them, and you don't seek validation for whatever they have to say. Whether they are happy with you and put forward compliments or make you vulnerable with negative words or insults, it's not going to affect you because you're neutral. And when you're neutral, it gives you a boost of energy to work on yourself, and whatever is happening around you is not going to affect you. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. And I know I have made a lot of assumptions in the past, and I have been in that category myself when I was emotionally hurt because of my own assumptions. We as humans, we tend to seek others' approval, and without trying to understand the situation fully, sometimes we tend to look at things only from our perspective, not knowing what the other person has to say and never asking questions to them. The truth is, we try to find solace in ignorance because we want to believe that whatever we are thinking about the other person or the situation is true, and we never try to communicate and ask for clarification. And most of the relationships and situations is in conflict because of our opinions like this. The fourth habit is always do your best, and this is the most important one because it helps you apply all the other agreements mentioned earlier, and it helps you in developing ingrained form of systems to apply all those habits. Now, when I say always do your best, it doesn't mean that you have to perform your 100% all the time. Doing your best can depend on the situation. When you wake up in the morning, you have a different level of energy compared to the energy you have when you're going to sleep because you're exhausted and tired. What the author is trying to say is that whenever or whatever it is, you have to give your best depending on the situation. Giving your best, however, doesn't mean overdoing things, because when you overdo things beyond your capacity, it is going to exhaust you and you are going to end up in frustration and distress because you have already exhausted and burnt out. So it's not about overdoing or doing things beyond your means, but doing in the optimum level you feel energized and motivated to do things. So I highly recommend you guys read these books because it is really motivational and it has inspired me in so many ways. And when that happens, I pick myself up the very next day and continue with my journey to making a better version of myself, because we are humans, we make mistakes and we learn from it and try to do better than what we were yesterday, because it's all about giving in your best, right? So hope this video helps guys, and until next time, bye bye.